everyone, and welcome back to my channel, To Your Taste. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I wanted to make some turkey wings and I thought, why not just go ahead and film it. So this is a simple recipe. It may look a little hard because you get all these seasonings on there, but it's actually really simple to do. So first thing first, you need some turkey wings. I have 2 of them. Also, you will need, which I have on the side here, some butter. You need onions. I'm using 2 onions because I like onions. So you can use 1 onion if you want to. Also, I'm going to use orange, red, and yellow bell pepper. And I'm using this Better Than Bouillion roasted chicken base. Some chicken broth. You need some smoked paprika, garlic powder, black pepper, salt, onion powder, oil. I'm using olive oil, but you use whatever oil that you want to use. And then also I am using this roasted garlic and red bell pepper. And y'all, hold on, I totally forgot something. All right, y'all, so I'm using garlic. I just wanted to show you my garlic harvest here that I just picked. Look at that, y'all. All of that garlic. This is a mixture of garlic and elephant garlic, and it's a lot of them. And that's my box of cartons for my eggs when I get them. But yeah, I just want to show you that. My garlic. I am going to be missing some, and I'm trying to do some garlic infused olive oil as well. But I just wanted to show you this because I actually need some garlic to add to the turkey wings. All right, so first thing first, when you make your turkey wings, we want to make sure that they're nice and dry. So we're just going to pat them dry, like so. And then we're going to add some oil to it, and then our seasonings. So you're just going to get all that oil all on your turkey. Now we're going to use our seasonings. So we're going to put our salt on here. And now we're going to add our smoked paprika just for some color here. Now that we have our turkey wings are nice and seasoned, we're going to head over to the stovetop and we're going to brown our turkey wings. All right, everyone, so I put about a tablespoon of olive oil on the bottom of my skillet here. Now we're going to add our turkey wings to this, get a nice color on it. And we're just going to sear it till it gets all nice and golden brown. All right, so now we're going to turn these over. And you see how nice and brown that is? That's how you want your things to be. And it's okay because we're going to use not brown, we're going to saute our onions and peppers in this, so all the seasoning should be on there. So I'm going to wait for another 3 to 4 minutes for this, and then add in the last part of my turkey, and then we're going to add our vegetables. All right, so y'all, put the last turkey wing in my skillet there, and we're just going to cut up our peppers and our onions. So I'm just going to cut the tops off, cut it in half, take off the skin. All right, so I take off the skin, and we're just going to cut them like this, in chunks. Pieces like this. That's how I'm gonna cut them, and I'm gonna do the same way with my peppers as well. So, and I got a green pepper that came from my garden, y'all. So I'm gonna use this one. Cut that. It's a small little pepper. Take the seeds out. I'm gonna cut my peppers the same way, and look right here, lengthwise, and that's how I'm gonna cut my peppers and onions. How about the sleeves? Maybe not. That's it. So yeah, I'm gonna finish cutting up my peppers and onions, and then we're gonna move on to the next step. All right, so now y'all, we're just gonna add a tablespoon of butter to this, and I'm gonna add butter, And now we're going to add our peppers and onions. You see how you get all those seasonings? Let me put y'all down. You guys see how you get all those brown bits on your veggies? You know, that's what's going to make a really good gravy for your turkey wings. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And yeah, this usually takes about 3.5 to 4 hours to cook your turkey wings. And we're cooking it at 350. And you don't have to cook it in a ceramic cast iron skillet like I am. You can make this in a 9x13 or those aluminum trays that they have. You can do that as well. So I'm just going to give this a little bit, and then we're going to add our garlic. All right, everyone. So I just roughly chopped my garlic. So we're going to add that to here. Going to stir that in. We're going to let the garlic cook till it becomes fragrant. Then we're going to add in a chicken bouillon. All right, so now we're going to add in our bit of the bouillon. Add a tablespoon of that in there, like so. And we're just going to kind of move that around, and then we're going to add our chicken stock to it. Now we're going to add in our chicken stock. Let's stir that around. And so that's it for this. Now all we have to do is add our turkey back to this, and I may add a little bit more liquid to it depending on how it looks. But that's it, y'all. So very simple. You're going to spend most of your time cutting up the vegetables. Alright, so now y'all, we're just going to turn that off, and we're going to add our turkey wings back to this. And I'm so glad this is all going to fit. In one pan, I was worried about that, but it would fit. Alright, so we got that all in there. Alright, so we have our turkey in here. Now we're just going to add just a little bit more of our chicken stock, just to come up on the sides of it. And we're going to add in a couple of pats of butter. So I'm just going to basically do a tablespoon of butter, but we're just going to kind of cut it up smaller. The butter is already trying to melt. So we're just going to put some butter on top of our turkey wings here. Alright, so now we're just going to cover this up. Like I said, we're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 3.5 to 4 hours. Or until your turkey wings are nice and tender, meaning that it's falling off the bone. So I'm gonna top here. Now also, if you don't have a dish like this that has a top, you can put some foil on top of it. Alright everyone, so the turkey wings are almost done. I'm just going to take the meat out and make a gravy, and then we're just going to sit it underneath the boiler. So we're going to take this. I'm trying to make sure that they don't fall apart. Alright, so y'all have about almost a tablespoon of flour here. And now we're going to add in some of this liquid, even if it has the peppers and onions in it. That's okay. And we're just going to stir that up till it gets nice and thick. And if you need to add more, you can, which I'm going to do. Alright. And we just want to get a little thick on our broth here. And then we're going to add it back in. Add it back to the oven. Alright everyone, so this is how it's going to look. And you want to make sure you don't have any clumps of flour in it because people are going to talk about you if you do. So all we're going to do is just pour this back into our skillet. Alright, let's pour this back in. And then we're just going to stir that around. Gives a nice, flavorful gravy. Alright, so now we're going to add our turkey wings back in. And y'all, want to tell you, these are trying to fall apart. I'm trying not to have them do that. But they are, look at that, look at this, y'all. Trying just to fall apart. Alright. Then we're going to put the little juices that we had in there. And now we're just going to put it under the broiler just for it to get a little bit of a darker color. Alright everyone, so I just pulled this out of the oven and this is how it is looking. Look at that. So this is my recipe for fall off the bone, super tender turkey wings. And I have a fork, so hold on. Alright, so I have a fork here, y'all. Y'all, do you see how the meat's coming off? Let me tell you how you can tell it's done. Do you see how right here it is pulling away from the bone? That is done. That is super done. Alright everyone, so that is all for now. I will have the ingredients listed in the description tab so y'all could try this out. Make sure y'all like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I hope you have an amazing evening. God bless and be safe. Bye.